Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of BroTalk Live, the best show on late night for you by us. BroTalk, we're always on the mark. It's your main man, Jason, in the director's seat as usual. Thanks for tuning in on another Tuesday night with the crew live from LA. Let's kick it up to my main man, Dex, live from Philly. What's going on, bro?
Dex here, super excited to be here. So look, I saw a post earlier today that said, it said, Black Twitter is only happy with you if you're aligned with them. Like if you don't align with Black Twitter,
Who is
like
Black Twitter?
You know, like Black Twitter, you know what Black Twitter is.
Is that a person?
But like when I read that, I'm like, that's not just Black Twitter, that is Black people. Like if you're not aligned with the majority of Black people, you out. Like that's just how we are as people.
It is. If you in, you either in or you out. You know what I'm saying? How we've always been. Pat of God, what up?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show. I'm doing quite well. Thanks for asking. I'm very excited about today's episode. And I think that's it.
Never seen you like this. You look very happy to be here. Confidence. That haircut would do wonders for people. It's amazing.
I've been getting the same haircut since 8th grade. I don't think.
You're getting that one.
Do you ask for the tie? Is that what you ask for at this point?
I'm like, you know what I like.
Oh.
You know how I like it?
Baby. Will, what up?
Hi, everybody. Fresh off my book tour.
Oh, fresh off. No, we said last week that you were, what did we say, Dex?
Eric got some smoke for you. Well, Eric has some questions for you about the book wise, but also, Will, we did inform everyone that you were on strike last week for BroTalk Live. You were not happy with your pay. You wanted some things changed in your BroTalk Live contract. I wasn't a part of the negotiations with that, but you are here today. So, like, is everything good with the contract, or are you still on? What's going on?
Well,
checks wasn't kept. You had to come back to work.
I couldn't afford to strike the way I wanted to, so I had to come back and get that check and settle for my little 3% raise.
Wait, real quick, you had no idea until this past summer when the sanitation workers were striking that, like, when you strike, you don't get paid. I didn't know that.
What do you mean you didn't know?
You didn't know that?
No, I thought it was kind of like one of those things. I'm striking. I'm telling you, I'm not coming back into work, but I didn't think you was taking my money. Like,
I mean,
Yeah, you just don't make no money.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Welcome to the show, Eric.
What up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Bill, did you have Eric? Did you have something to ask Bill last week?
Yeah. Hey, Bill, want to get my copy of the book, brother?
Amazon.com.
Let's see. Here we go. See,
You can go ahead and.
I swear, I'm gonna have to see my own. I'm gonna have to see my own lawyer. This is crazy.
Well, you all can feel free to support me the way you all support Raising Cane.
Well, he was saying that he ordered it, and you're doing LeVar Ball stuff,
Yeah.
and you're not processing the shipments in the correct amount of time.
Amazon and my team over at Amazon handles all the processes.
The team.
Oh, the team. Okay.
The
I was
team.
Oh, okay. The team.
Dex lent me his people.
Oh, Dex, you sent the peoples to him? Okay.
My people that I
fired. Loaded up for you tonight. We'll be talking Trump. We'll be talking Young Thug. We'll be talking Tamar Braxton. Who else? Rudy Giuliani we'll be talking about as well tonight, which is a first time, long time situation. Friend of the show, or enemy, I guess you could say. But Dex, what do we have coming up first?
We got politics as usual coming up first.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said it too fast. I thought you was going to stumble.
Politics as usual.
All right, let's get into this because it really took over the holiday weekend. While most people were focused on Labor Day plans, the internet was focused on something else. President Donald Trump, his absence from public view for a few days, sparked a wave of online rumors. At one point, the hashtag Trump is dead was trending nationwide, as you can see here from receipts from Twitter. On Sunday, though, Trump reemerged at his Bedminster Golf Club, and more recently at the White House, where this picture surfaced of Trump walking through the galleys of the White House, heading to his car with his noble steed right beside him, steering him along the way. But then people decided to do a little further investigation. They enhanced that photo, and that left eye furthered speculation. For the record, Trump or the White House did not make any comment about this photo or about that slumped left eye, as you can see there in the photo. Now, one added layer of context: just days before all of this, Vice President J.D. Vance gave an interview where he was asked if he was ready to step in as president if something were to happen to President Trump. Vance said that he's had, quote, a lot of good on-the-job training over the last 200 days, and added, quote, if God forbid there is a terrible tragedy, I can't think of a better training than what I've gotten. So while the vice president's comments weren't in direct response to the weekend's rumors, the timing does raise a huge question, something that Trump decided to address today when he was finally back on the job.
Something completely different, but about a big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see you for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really?
You didn't see that?
You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors.
Bill, did you see when he said, I heard that after saying, admittedly, when he first came on the screen, oh, I didn't hear that. Like, what happened there? What was that?
There's so much to unpack there, right? Because in the background, when the reporter is saying it, they start to sniggle and giggle like, ah, ha, ha. And he was like, no. They were like,
just lying in real time. Going
and then
with
he
it.
was like, no, I didn't hear that. Yeah, you know, I heard it. I heard it.
See how easily he can just lie like that? He was so serious when that person said, have you heard about it? He said, I didn't hear about that. And then literally 2 seconds later, oh yeah, I heard about that. And you know, I thought, like, come on. Seriously?
It's insane.
Insane. Dex, do you think there's actually something to the talk around Trump's health? Or are people just getting way too excited for no reason?
I think y'all better get back to the writing about the Epstein files, because to be honest with you, in this situation like this, Trump looks like a mega star. Because yes, in those pictures he looked kind of crazy, but when he just did that press conference, he was sharp, he was funny, he looked fine. We better stop this. Like, I know that we have like a disinterest and a dislike for Donald Trump, but when you start putting him on stages and platforms like that, he shines. Like, he immediately took this opportunity to take a shot at Joe Biden, and it was a funny shot at that too. One that's he wasn't lying either. Like, you can't keep putting him on platforms like this. Like, stop straying away from what you want to talk about and mention the Epstein files. Don't mention him dying on Twitter. Talk about the Epstein files.
You're right, because that was another distraction.
Absolutely.
Ty, how did you feel about the newest distraction, Trump being dead?
Trump's distraction gets a 10 for getting him away from the Epstein files. If we go back to our rank,
you think he organized this?
Had to.
Maybe, like, right? Because he would disappear, come out a little ugly, face a little natural, and then all of a sudden you don't have your little makeup on, and now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, there's really something wrong with him. He's an old man with no makeup. Talking about his hair's missing. He's old.
He didn't put the wig on today. That's what it was.
He didn't snatch up that wig like Cardi B, comb it out, didn't throw it on, just threw on a little hat, and he gave y'all something to talk about. Everything but them files.
Mm-hmm. Eric, I know you haven't been one to really care about the Epstein files, but Trump's health, is that something that you think is real, or do you think people just kind of blew it up for no reason?
I mean, you already know I don't care nothing about him. I'm just waiting for him to die, so I don't care.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, we wish him the absolute best.
Worst. We wish him the absolute worst.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Thanks for entertaining me on that, guys. Let's move to this because it's raising a lot of eyebrows. Former vice president, should have been former president.
Wishful thinking.
I know. Please, let's go back.
If only.
Take me back. Isn't that a Ricky Dillon song? Church.
Take me back.
Let me tell you, holiness will never die. Former Vice President Kamala Harris just kicked off her memoir tour, but she's doing it without the usual protection. President Donald Trump has ordered her Secret Service detail revoked, and now California officials say that they'll step in to make sure that she is safe. Here's the context. By law, vice presidents are only guaranteed 6 months of Secret Service protection after leaving office. After that, it's up to the sitting president whether to extend it. In fact, Al Gore, Dick Cheney, Joe Biden, and Mike Pence all saw their protection expire around that 6-month mark. They relied on private security until campaigns or extraordinary circumstances brought the agents back. So on paper, the move follows precedent, but the timing is what's fueling criticism. Harris is re-entering the spotlight because she's now on a national book tour. California officials quickly announced that they would assign state police through the California Highway State Patrol and local law enforcement to provide her with security coverage. And that raises the debate. Do you think, Trump did all of this, but here's the kind of the record. Al Gore left after 6 months, got his, security taken away after 6 months. So did Dick Cheney, so did Joe Biden, so did Mike Pence. It happens to be the 7th month that they decided to separate Kamala Harris from her Secret Service detail. Do you think this was personal, or was it just an ill-timed coincidence that coincides with her, term expiration for this?
I'm actually really glad that you brought up the other former vice presidents, because when I first saw this story, I was like, oh, that's terrible that he did that. Because I remember him doing it to President Biden as well, or former President Biden as well. And I was like, oh, that's so terrible they did that. And I looked it up to see, like, is this something that should be done? And I saw exactly what you just presented, where this is precedent. This always happens. There's no story here. I think that this is one of those things where it's like anytime Donald Trump does something, we want to have a conversation about it. But at the end of the day, everybody does this. You think she's going to have protection for the rest of her life? No. Pay for it on your own. And I think it's really crappy of California to then put taxpayer money into protecting Kamala Harris when she has money she could do it herself.
Oh, okay.
But do you realize?
Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
But do you realize how many people she put in the penitentiary in the state of California? She needs protection in that state.
Yeah. And I think she could afford. She has the money to pay for it.
Can we stop for a second? Can we stop that narrative? The woman was a prosecutor. That was her job. You want her to show up and not go to work and not do her job? They elected her. Number one, the people of California put her in office to prosecute.
Okay. All that sound nice, Bill, till somebody gets shot.
Well, it is what it is. That's the nature of the beast, right? Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Do you go to McDonald's and expect the fry guy not to drop the fries? Absolutely not. Get in there and drop darn fries. I don't understand. You expect the Whopper man to not deliver the Whopper? Get in here with these frozen burgers, throw them on that little grill, giving them 3 little grill lines.
But some have criticized her for going after the easiest, lowest hanging fruit, and that would be, black men in that sense. So that's where the criticism.
That's a conversation. But tonight,
wait. You said it's low hanging fruit to go after black men.
That's what some people have said. I didn't say that.
For some people,
what the narrative is.
For the some people who spread their narrative,
I'm just a newsbreaker. All I am is a communicator. That's all I am.
Were those low-hanging fruit innocent? Like, did they not do the crime? I'm confused. Like, why that's the conversation?
But that wasn't low-hanging fruit. That's facts.
Yeah, that's not a low hanging fruit. Those are criminals.
Look, like I said, I'm just speaking for the
Well,
people
don't speak
who
for
have
them. They
opinions
stupid.
on that. That's what I'm saying. They're saying she should have gone after like other, white collar crimes.
Can you tell me what crime I should go
lives
after?
in the nation, the world's fourth largest economy, which is California. So they thought she should have been going after, some.
Well,
some
you go
bigger,
become a
heavy-
prosecutor and you go after those big crimes. Then, big dog, you do it.
This is on fire as usual.
Because I have you.
I'm just disseminating information. Ty, how do you feel about the Kamala Harris going to private security, or right now, actually, the California security? Do you think that's a good way for them to counter this?
So whenever you ask these questions, is it either or? Like, I think it's both. Like, hey, Donald Trump, it's Kamala Harris is 6 months, and typically we don't extend it. Would you like to extend for her under these circumstances? She's going on tour, and he was like, hell no. They snatched that stuff yesterday. Y'all gave her an extra month. I bill her.
Okay.
So
You're right. You're probably right.
It's both, right? Like, it's both not really a story because it's normal, but also, they brought it to Donald Trump, and he was like, hell to the no.
You think they waited that extra month until they realized she was going on that book tour?
I think it went beyond. I think they were calculating and it went beyond. And someone was like, holy crap.
I don't think that they noticed. I really don't think they saw it at all. And then somebody just so happened to see it and they were like, wait just a minute.
They was counting them things like, wait a goddamn minute.
I think that somebody had it set on their calendar and then got furloughed. And so it slipped through the cracks. And then once they was in one of the meetings, like, yeah, Secret Service wants to know what time they should be ready for. He was like, Secret Service? For who?
And that one person that you're talking about is Elon Musk. He the one who had it marked on his calendar, but they got rid of him, so he couldn't tell.
They have fired over 200,000 federal workers since Trump took office. That is insane.
80,000 in one department. 80,000 people were fired in one department.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That's nuts.
A lot of people without jobs out here. All right, let's move into this because it's raising a lot of eyebrows. Rudolph Giuliani was badly injured in a car crash after he stopped reportedly. Now, this sounds crazy, but he stopped reportedly to help a domestic violence victim, and then he was hit from behind. In that whole fracas that happened after that.
Oh, what?
Fracas. We're not supposed to laugh about this, Bill.
Why would you use fracas? Like, there were so many other things to say. Fracas was what you came up with? Jason, please don't.
The 81-year-old who served as Donald Trump's personal attorney was once known as America's mayor. Badly injured. He's said to be in stable condition and recovering. Was actually released from the hospital today. Striking moment for a man whose reputation in recent years has been tied to Trump's legal and political battles. The question that I have for you guys is, does this humanize Giuliani despite all of the controversy around him, controversy, as some people would say, around him? And are you rooting for his, getting well better? Like, we haven't heard from Rudy in a while. Trump's kind of disassociated himself from him since coming back into the White House. Do you think, the public should kind of, root Rudy on?
I think that Rudy has to root Rudy on. At this point, you've had prostate cancer, 2 car accidents, a brain bleed, and now this. Like, at some point, you got to get right.
And he's also avoiding, just
paying them ladies their money.
He's avoiding paying those black women their money for losing that lawsuit. He's going through all of this.
You got to get right with God, because the devil's after you. He is busy after you, big dog. Like, you're gonna have to get
busy after you.
Your sins have not been forgiven. It's like literally Final Destination with this man. Every other year, they come after him. Like, you got to get right.
When you were saying all those things, the only thing I heard in my head was, Kim, where is your scooter? Where is your scooter?
Rudy, where is your scooter?
Where is your scooter?
So I guess my question is, he was stopping the domestic violence. What was his
Reportedly.
plan there?
That's his side of the story. No one has interviewed the woman on the other side who's got into a car crash with about this whole situation. But that is the story that's out there, is that he was stopping to help a domestic violence victim, and someone crashed into the back of him.
Why didn't you just not tell us this story? Like, I don't understand. Why do we have to hear about this?
Seems fishy.
Yeah.
So
I'll await the facts.
So allegedly this happened on the highway. He saw a domestic violence situation on the side of the highway. Like,
He pulled up
like,
Details are sparse.
And he saw it.
He saw it happening, so he had to pull over his car.
Right, he pulled over in the middle on the side of the highway
with 81-year-old eyes.
81 at night. It looks like at night, right? Yeah. What was he?
Well, you know them cataracts. They be
On his way to Subway, perhaps.
No.
Way to
Subway.
Probably somebody saw him getting out of the car and tried to run him over. That's right.
He still got insecurity.
He's out of the hospital.
Also, I want to know which one of these cars was he driving, because it looks like a 12-car pileup with an Amazon truck here and a truck over.
I think this is a picture from the Tracy Morgan crash. I don't know where this picture's from.
This looks like one of them scenes in Minnesota where it's 32 below when it's an ice storm out.
This is like Fast and the Furious 6. That's what this looks like.
I can tell you right now, your insurance company is about to deny that claim, though.
Mm-hmm.
And you know he needs the money too. That's what this really is. This is an insurance fraud.
Let me tell you something.
Needing money, Cracker Barrel is walking back his rebrand. The restaurant has reinstated his old logo after backlash from conservatives and even President Trump himself. The White House has been touting the reversal as a win. The real question is it just about logos? It's about influence. What does how Cracker Barrel caved in mean? And what message was sent by those protesting? What do you think about the rebrand of the rebrand of Cracker Barrel?
I don't understand how the rebrand was woke. What was wrong with the old one? I thought, to be honest with you, these corporations,
erasing white people, Ty.
These corporations are not erasing white people. They try to create a logo that's cheaper and easier to get rid of, easier to switch, easier to let that old Cracker Barrel building become a new building, easier to print when they make new ones. They're not thinking about being woke. Who do you think they're trying to help by switching that? They're not worried about us.
I mean,
also,
this was a corporate decision so that they can make an easier logo, so that this a more cost-effective logo. That's all this was. This had nothing to do with being woke. This was a stupid thing.
Also, the idea that Cracker Barrel somehow caved. Has anybody ever been to Cracker Barrel ever at all?
Well, they did change their little interior. They got rid of the store and they turned that into a little waiting area.
Because it's still a store in every Cracker Barrel I've ever been to.
Well, not recently. Have you been in there since they've changed? About a month ago?
Have been.
Oh, okay. So what have you noticed about it? So the walls now, I've noticed, aren't as dark. They're kind of like a lightish gray. And they have like ducks and stuff in the photos instead of slaves. And like,
let me tell you something.
They had slaves in the photos.
If you know,
never had slaves.
Cracker Barrel is for a certain group of folks. Waffle House is for the other group of folks.
Okay.
Wait, choose ye this day whom you shall.
Wait, y'all be going to Cracker Barrel?
I have.
What do you mean y'all be going? You haven't been to Cracker Barrel before?
No,
you've never been?
I'm not even trying to be funny, but I feel like I don't belong in Cracker Barrel. Like when I go
too, but that's part of the thrill.
It's part of the appeal because Cracker Barrel. Like I love the old rocking chairs and the little stupid game, but the food has gone down significantly. It's really gone down. That's what they need to be worried about. Like they brought in this chicken sausage. Oh my God, I'm throwing up thinking about
in there.
Yeah, and they got rid of all the good drinks. I don't like it. Cracker Barrel was a good after church spot. Like, and got shot, that's we were on our way to Cracker Barrel.
Wait, do it be a lot of black people in there?
All the churches.
It's after church.
All the churches let out, and here's the other thing: they got rid of all the good waiters and waitresses.
What you mean?
Oh, the nuts flowing.
Yeah, because Cracker Barrel used to have like Chick-fil-A service. Like everybody was like, "How can I help you?" And they
Happy to
served
be
you
there
now.
and been there for 32 years, and they got little stars.
I am so shocked right now because I really thought I thought we were all on the same page, like black people. Like we don't go to Cracker Barrel. I literally be walking around telling people we don't go to Cracker Barrel. We don't do that. I'm the only person that don't be in Cracker Barrel. Everybody be in there except for me. But the only thing I have to say about this, I saw Pastor Jamal Bryan, who led the boycott on Target. He said that when
Dollar General.
Well, yeah, but I don't know about Dollar. I've never been to a Dollar General either. Like I don't. Like, where do I be getting my stuff from?
There are certain areas I've learned since our last broadcast that Dollar General is their only supermarket or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
which is fascinating. I was not aware of that.
But he said, do you see how when they had an issue with the Cracker Barrel logo, Cracker Barrel changed? Target is losing billions of dollars on a daily basis, and they have still not caved in to African Americans.
They fired the whole CEO, and they still haven't caved.
They from what I'm reading too with the CEO situation, he actually wasn't like fired. He stepped down to become a part of the board. So that's not even like that's like an optics thing, it seems like. But to me, it's just very telling that Cracker Barrel decided to go back to their logo. Hey, y'all upset about it? We're gonna go back to the logo. Target is still telling us as African Americans to kiss their ass, and we should really have an issue with that. But then again, we eat at Cracker Barrel, so I don't know. Maybe we don't care about these kind of things.
Eric, you walking in the Cracker Barrel lately?
Man, I don't eat nowhere that has the word cracker in it, so I'm good.
Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Thank you. Got it.
That's
Clear.
that's
It's very clear.
Right.
I appreciate it. All right, time for the scoop.
Scoop, 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 scoop.
What an addition. What an addition to the show. All right, moving on. Cardi B, her latest courtroom appearance has gone viral for all the wrong or maybe right reasons, depending on how you see it. She's in the middle of she was in the middle of a $24 million lawsuit brought by former security guard Imani Ellis. Now, here's the backstory. This goes back to 2018, just weeks after Cardi gave birth to her daughter, Culture, with a K. She went to her doctor's office, and Ellis was working security there. Cardi believed that Ellis had leaked private details about that visit to the press. Soon after, Cardi blasted Ellis by name on Instagram, accusing her of being unprofessional and untrustworthy. Ellis says that those posts went out to the millions of Cardi B's followers and turned her life upside down. She was harassed reportedly online, allegedly, and threatened, and eventually fired from her job. She says it ruined her career. Okay. That's why she's suing Cardi B for defamation for $24 million. Invasion of privacy, not the album title. She's suing her for invasion of privacy and emotional distress with damages totaling $24 million. But instead of this trial staying dry and serious, Cardi has made it a spectacle. On the stand, she's animated, telling stories like she's on stage, swapping wigs, mid-testimony, and giving one-liners that are now meme gold. Clips of her reactions have wrapped up millions of views, turning what's supposed to be a serious case into a social media frenzy.
Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to her
I want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself
The objection
again.
is sustained. And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the courthouse?
And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're not
didn't.
disabled,
But
right?
I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you things I can't do?
Fine. What was your months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months. Fair enough? For what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
It could be I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done. My makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
You said she's bigger than you? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking. I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger? She's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records,
I don't
right?
have anything. I want to ask you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection, no.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
Okay. Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch. This is your security? This is your security? It's my fucking phone. It's my phone. You're in my building. That's what she was telling me. And she was like, she also was saying, like, 'cause I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. She's much taller, but she was practically my height. But she is like...
What? Say it.
Security heavy.
What does security heavy mean? Just tell us. There's no harm. What does that mean?
Like, she just looks a little like she could protect the building type big. You know what I'm saying? She just looked more developed than me. That's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Can I just say,
what a barrage.
September 19th, 2025, Am I the Drama is released, and this right here is better than any single she could have put out. This is the greatest rollout I have ever seen for a sophomore album in my life. That's why she waited so long. She needed to get this case together before she rolls out an album. I will be buying that album on September 20th.
It won.
I will be purchasing it. Absolutely. Because of this.
She wore that lady and that lawyer out. Oh, go ahead, say it. I should actually protect the building. Yo, I was. You look like you can protect the building. It's insane. Like, he tried to bait her so heavy, and it was like, "Look like what? Say it, say it." She looked like she could protect the building. Oh my god!
Do you think she did get exonerated for this? She was not found guilty for any assault or anything like that. Duh. Do you think she just, like you said, that she knew she was going to win this case and you decided to just, have fun with it?
Well, I don't know how true this is, but, allegedly they're saying that she's pregnant now. And they said as she was exiting the courtroom, somebody said to her, is that Offset's baby or is that Stefan's baby? And they said she threw a pin at the person. Like, you don't care.
You gonna sue me for throwing a pin? Like, for $24 million?
That's where you
sued her for $24 million for defamation of character and loss of career. Was your security career going to amount to $24 million at some point?
That side part was nice though. She had that hair was on point. Wasn't it? Bill, you saw it? Bill, you saw it?
Or which?
Easter Sunday, you hear me? Easter Sunday. Look at that. Yo, Cardi look good. Cardi look good. That face ain't moving, but Cardi look good. Jesus.
That's the same part that Nas be having in his little face.
That's the same part Fab had too.
Eric, it's the same part, Eric.
Yeah, you're right. No doubt. Yeah, it is.
That part is the New York special. That's the New York special.
But that prosecutor was trying to get her to call her a big bitch so bad.
It's so bad.
It was like weird, right? It was like a kink. Like, why are you trying to bait her into saying that? Like, that's not going to make you win the case.
Say it to her face. Say it right now. Say it to her face.
Say it to her face.
Could you imagine being that security guard and getting called fat and it's all over the internet and big and all that stuff like that and still lose?
And then you got to take the stand.
Look, back to protecting the building you go.
She looks like she protects the building.
Could you imagine being that security guard and then somebody being like, you could sue her and get you some money. You get to suing good, and that's the lawyer trying to get you the money?
I think she could have actually gotten something if she would have ask for less money. Like, how are you asking for something that you and nobody in your family will ever see in your lifetime? That's stupid.
You got to shoot for the
I lost
stars.
my job, so that's what it was worth. Like, for real?
You got to
Shooting
shoot
for the
you gotta-
stars in this situation would have been $500,000. That is shooting for the stars.
She probably
$20
would have got that.
million is like insane.
You start out high and negotiate.
Yeah,
Not
but
if
she
you want
went
the $4 million.
where it was like absurd. Like it's absurd. It's
High
like,
is $500,000, and she should have settled for $25,000. In fact, she should have settled for $25. Like you could. That's what you could have gotten.
And when the lawyer was up them showing them pictures, you seen them pictures? Talking about I had plastic surgery of the lady's injuries.
Oh
She
wow!
said she had to have surgery and all this other stuff for it, and therapy and emotional trauma and all this stuff.
Was she was African American?
Yeah.
Your Honor, relevance.
Nothing. Sustained. Sustained.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about Young Thug because the leaks are just coming and they don't seem to stop. They're shaking up Atlanta hip hop. First, that interrogation audio, a 2-hour clip surfaces, and in it, a man believed to be Young Thug claims Pee Wee Roscoe, the guy accused of shooting at Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015, that had fans calling him a snitch. Thug fired back, talking about ratware online, and even Roscoe himself defended him, saying that Thug didn't give police anything that could hurt his case, and actually, quote unquote, kept it overly real. But still, when your brand is being built on being anti-snitch, as Young Thug's has currently seemed to be since he's gotten out of jail, that kind of raises eyebrows. Then come the jail calls. Young Thug accuses Gunna of betrayal, saying that his plea deal, where Gunna admitted YSL was a gang, is what turned their case into a RICO. He even claimed that Gunna took that deal for money and a woman. On top of that, Young Thug admitted that he spent $50,000 on fake streams to push Gunna's album DS4 Ever to #1 over the weekend's Dawn FM album, and also accused Gunna of charging young rappers thousands of dollars for features, while Gunna was already rich under Young Thug's imprint.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'm telling you anything. But don't tell the world.
What you got, bro?
Yes, you can.
Hey. I don't have your number.
Whatever.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't give it to her,
So that was the audio of Young Thug talking to a judge saying, promises, I'll give you whatever you want, but you can't tell the outside. And then giving the prosecutor the phone number on top of that. So that's what people were kind of upset about and saying, Young Thug, what the hell is all this about? Here's the audio of Young Thug talking about giving Gunna $50,000 in order to get, well, not giving Gunna, but paying $50,000 for Gunna's album to go #1.
And he demanded he want, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. Like the #1 album you just had right now, I paid for you to have a #1 album. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, honestly earn a #1 album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that, cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a #1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat weekend. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash like let it go. Cash just like spent down, like, man, let the nigga on the way. I ain't stunning shit.
That was from a jail call that someone recorded. Look, there's rats out there, but it don't seem like it's gonna. Now, into Quality Control's P. He trolled Thug on Instagram with a fake documentary titled The Rat That Keeps On Telling, because Young Thug accused P of cutting a major deal with Scooter Braun, former Justin Bieber manager, without consulting Lil Baby, claiming that Lil Baby even turned down a $150 million buyout to meet with P first. P denied all of it, in a sort of I think this is Instagram or TikTok. Instagram looks like this is where he wrote. And by the way, I ain't never been in no courtroom on no N-word, sat in an interrogation room running no niggas' names, and I don't speak on the dead, so I don't care enough to explain the situation. Y'all boys, the police, y'all niggas mad because y'all not me. Imagine some broke ass rats like Thugga talking about Young Thug and Pee Wee Rat Roscoe trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my niggas that I love running with these hoe ass niggas knowing how these niggas talk about me. I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas gave the city a bad name. So QCP is actually, if you don't know, he's the CEO of Quality Control, which is the label that Little Baby, Migos, the City Girls is on. He's not on Mega Stallion.
No, formerly.
She was never on Quality Control.
She wasn't?
No, she was on 1501 with Carl Crawford.
Carl Crawford. Got it.
Sorry.
They look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to fact check you, Bash.
I love it. I can't be right about everything all the time.
Meanwhile, Gunna stayed mostly quiet. He's making music, charting. You know, he's got some hit records out. He's had 3 albums that's come out since the Young Thug situation has happened. He's getting abs. You know, he's out here starting a run club with Nike and all this stuff. So my question to you guys is, with the interrogation leaks, fake streams, and industry beef piling up, has Young Thug's credibility taken a hit? And who do you think looks better now that they're both out of jail, Young Thug or Gunna? Because it seems like Young Thug's harping on a lot of old drama. What would you think?
First of all, it just seems like a bunch of, I don't want to say that word.
Miscreants? That's what you want to say?
No, not miscreants. I don't want to use that word. It sounds like a bunch of just like
thuggetry.
No, gossiping and things around that lane. You know, a bunch of pansies.
Okay.
Just back and forth. Who can? I don't
back and forth because Gunna's not even responding. Like, it's really Young Thug and
okay, right. And here's the thing, right? Y'all doing all of this over the internet, all on recorded phone calls, and y'all snitching. Y'all telling everybody's business. So if you pay for the streams, right, then just pay for the streams and shut up, because the streams are accredited to your label. So
right,
if
he's getting, like, I don't understand why he even revealed that, because, and that's another thing, like, people was calling like Gunna's latest album a flop. And I'm like, okay, even if it was, what does that matter to Gunna? Like, this is his last album on YSL. Right. Like, he's on Young Thug's album for one more album. Why would he care how much money the label makes from his album? Like, you're not dissing Gunna. He's giving them his throwaways, in my opinion. I wouldn't care.
Contractual obligation.
Yeah, he had to fulfill it.
And the fact that you still paid for it says more about your character as a CEO than it does about this is dumb. This is dumb. This is a bunch of dummies being dumb.
I have 2 quick questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Weren't people upset with Gunna when he got out of jail? Didn't they say he snitched to get out of jail?
That's what Young Thug's people were presenting, and that's what a lot of people hopped on in that area, in the Atlanta area.
And then the second thing,
but he had a hit.
I heard that they paid $50,000 to boost some streams to get like a #1 record
from Gunna.
Didn't somebody do a lawsuit or something like that about that? And people said that he's fake and this, that, and the third. But like, if this is happening, I think Drake has a case, right? Like if this is proof that this is happening,
I mean, if it only costs $50,000 to get a #1 album, I think we need to have a larger conversation about the music industry, because that means a lot of people are controlling #1 albums.
So listen,
$50,000 is not a lot of money.
So do you think that's not true? Like that didn't happen?
I don't think $50,000 secured the #1 album.
Well, I think it was a #1 record. He said.
He said #1 album.
Oh, he had
DS Forever, the album.
If it's only $50,000,
he said he had to pay extra because he has a plug.
Yeah, so Gunna was close and he decided to put it over with. But I would be shocked if The Weeknd did not have $50,000 to push him to a number 1 album. I mean, maybe
Maybe
he's
he
saying
didn't
that
really want to do
since
it the
Dawn
right
FM had been out for a while, he decided to make Gunna's the #1 album after, you know, a Dawn FM had been #1 for 4 weeks or something like that, and then DS4 ever came out, and he wanted to push that to #1, so he invested another $50,000.
But can we
labels do
acknowledge
that all the time? Like, that's not no mystery. Like, of course we know people pay for streams and #1 albums. Duh.
But I'm just saying, when Drake said it, people told him to shut the F up. And
yeah,
like,
because everyone's doing it. Like, it's not like it's a secret.
so
like,
that makes
Drake's
it
done it. Like, so why are you snitching on Kendrick? That was the problem.
that's not how it was presented. But now that you're saying that, I get
But that's
it.
the problem. It's like, okay, everyone pays for the labels always
Wait,
pay
wait,
for
wait,
their
hold on.
artists to go
What labels
#1.
do? You're saying-
If Atlantic Records has an artist that might be able to go #1, it's like currently sitting at #2. Of course, they're going to invest the extra $75,000 in streams to push that number to #1.
Wait, Jason. So you're saying the question that you would have in this situation to Drake is, why are you snitching on Kendrick? Despite the fact that the song in question is a diss track against him, of course I'm gonna snitch on him. You're talking about me.
But the thing is, Kendrick has not said anything while Drake has done the same thing to him. You think that record with J. Cole would have? I know this isn't a Drake and Kendrick conversation, but we always end up getting here. You think that record with J. Cole would have went #1 unless Drake's label infused money to make that? And even Way Too Sexy with Young Thug, that song went #1 for 1 week, Dex. Why do you think that song went #1 for 1 week? 1 week only. 1 week only.
You think they paid
because
for
their
the
money
marketing?
was invested and pushed behind that song, and they purchased streams, and they got it to #1. That's what happens.
Okay. Look, I'm not gonna debate. I don't know. I wasn't there.
It's the record industry.
I ain't get the check. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
It's the record industry. I just think it's stupid. But let's go back to Young Thug and Gunna.
I got nothing
Who do you
else
think
to
looks
say.
better in this situation, Eric? Young Thug or Gunna?
Well, I mean, Thug is supposed to be the so-called street dude, but he do a lot of goddamn talking. To be so much of a street dude, and the tax-paying citizen that P says he is, he know a whole bunch about street politics. So I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy in Atlanta right now.
Street niggas. What do you what's wrong with
you? I mean, he making money off of them, but you know, allegedly
he did call
we don't
Young
know.
Thug a broke ass
Rat.
nigga.
He called him a broke ass rat. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that's supposed to not be in the loop, he's sure enough in the loop.
Any thoughts, Will, before we move?
Several of them. They all should shut their mouths and work on actually making music instead of paying for the streams.
And that's another thing. Like, if Young Thug was paying for streams to get niggas to #1, how come he ain't pay for no streams to get his ass?
You didn't pay for your own album. See,
exactly. Like, what's going on with that? Because Business came out and that didn't go #1.
We're focused on the wrong stuff because I didn't even know you had an album out. You should have been putting the money behind pushing your own music and your label.
Well, technically, Gunna is on his label, so he is pushing his own.
We
music.
get it, but he understands by admitting that Gunna is the breadwinner for that family.
Right.
Like,
You
you
are
know what
not
I'm
the
saying?
breadwinner for your own
Young Thug's not bringing home the bacon. Gunna is.
Guess what? Watch this. Jay-Z puts an album out. Guess what he is going to do on his own label?
Push it
and be #1.
Exactly.
And he's going to show everybody else on the label, here's how you be #1, and then here's why it's my label and not your label.
That's fair. I respect that.
Thank you. That's all we ask. We running late, guys. I don't know why we talking about all this drama. Tamar Braxton is back in the headlines. And we haven't talked about her in a while, but this story is a wild one. She says she was recently found in a pool of blood with teeth missing and a fractured nose after a terrifying fall. At first, Tamar suggested that the doctors were to blame, pointing to a botched procedure, quote unquote. But later, doctors revealed the real cause. Tamar had a sleepwalking episode that led to the accident. She's calling it a near-death experience. Now, instead of sympathy, Tamar is facing backlash. Some critics called her, accusing her of changing her story. Others went as far as to call the whole timing a PR stunt tied to her upcoming EP. And because of that, Tamar has announced that she is, in fact, scrapping the album altogether because she doesn't want to be seen in that light. She took to Instagram to discuss all of that drama.
It's been very hard.
I love drama. So, okay, well, what's the drama? What's the drama that I did? Somebody got to tell me. What is the drama? Tell me what is the drama? What is the drama? All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my life changed. And I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but I panicked because I was scared and I was alone and I was in pain. And that's it. I don't have to lie. I got money. I have success. I don't have to lie about anything.
This is sad.
Jason, I think you used the wrong photograph. I think you had a picture of little Kim down there. And that
No.
That's not little Kim.
That yeah, I was gonna say something about that photo. Her hairline is worse than Stephen A. Smith's in that photo.
Eric, not that one. You was talking about the other one.
So that's number one. Number two, what is it when all of these celebrities get them faces done and them nose jobs and then they get to crying and they always sound like
they got the sniffles.
But they all sniff a very particular way.
What are you alluding at? What does that mean?
I'm not alluding to anything. I'm just noticing a trend in Hollywood. There's always a little nose thing going on there.
It's Atlanta over there. But I will say this, like
Atlanta, Hollywood.
When I first heard the story, I was very skeptical about it. And I'm like, oh, Tamar Braxton loves mess. But at the end of the day, like, something happened. And like there was a medical professional that came out and said that they think it was a sleepwalking episode. It wasn't a stroke. It wasn't a heart attack.
Didn't realize what it was, right?
Yeah.
So you think she's getting judged unfairly?
I think we should just leave it alone. Like, honestly, I think it's just one of those things that, like, she
You
shouldn't
don't think it was promo for an EP or anything like that?
I really don't want to think about it at all. Like, it's just one of those things where it's just like there is clearly something going on here, whether it's what she is presenting or not. But what I'm seeing is not something that I even want to like.
Right.
Like I don't want to be a part of it. I'll put it that way. Like, yes, we wish her the absolute best.
Absolute best.
See, it comes in handy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Ty, any further comments? Are you good?
Actually, I wasn't even updated on that story. I didn't even know what the heck was going on. I was like, oh, she busted up her face, and I kind of stopped paying attention.
But do you think it's something that she kind of accused the doctors of botching the procedure before this came out?
She'd have to let us know what the procedure was before we can make a determination on whether or not it was botched.
That's not happening.
She's looking different, and so you know, could probably protect the building.
Eric, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah,
I just go after you.
Yeah, I just want to say this as Jason, as you the moderator. Can we stop talking about these D-list celebrities? Last week it was Juicy. Last week it was Juicy Smollett, and this week is Tamar Braxton.
D-list.
No one cares.
What you say, Dex?
That's our audience. D-list celebrities. That's our bread and butter.
That's not bread and butter.
Dex, queen of the year. All of them.
This is low hanging fruit, brother. These are deep.
Well, look, Kamala Harris.
Big Sister General.
Big Sister General.
Last but not least, Snoop Dogg's facing backlash over comments he made about Disney's Lightyear movie. He stated that he felt, quote, scared to explain the same-sex couple in the movie to his grandson while he was in the movie theater.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Lightyear?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
With Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
mean, interesting, right? You guys have any thoughts on Snoop Dogg's comment? Oh, actually, before I get there's an addition to the story. So an apology ended up coming to the forefront. And this is the apology reportedly that Snoop Dogg made that was making the rounds on all of the websites. It was an apology that says, I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandson. All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect. And it looks like it's on Instagram. It has 2,957 likes. Now this is a screen cap from the comment, not the full Instagram page. That's all that exists out there. Snoop Dogg has now come out to say that apology was fake. So that's where it gets interesting. So the question here isn't just about what Snoop Dogg originally said. It's about the follow-up, denying an apology when the internet thinks you gave one. That kind of changes the conversation. So was this a smart move to stay firm and say, no, that's not me? Or did Snoop miss a chance to reset the narrative? Good move or bad move by Snoop Dogg?
Good move by Snoop Dogg because according to public record, he does not have a six-year-old grandson. So I'm very glad he decided to clear that up because he doesn't have it. So like that can't be true. If you did, somebody's lying. Like there's a lie in this story somewhere. So either the child didn't say that, or you didn't make that apology because the math ain't math.
Darren says, still cooning. We see. Do you think Snoop Dogg's decision to even come out with those comments, was unnecessary and improper? Ty, what do you think about Snoop Dogg's original comments about the Lightyear movie?
Yeah, I mean, I always find that people who kind of get, like, I guess that's the fear or the issue with podcasting and running your mouth all the time is you get to talking about random things and saying random stories that are totally unnecessary. Your opinion on the matter is valid, I suppose, but it's just not a necessary thing for you, and especially if you have a platform, because now you have to go on a tour to explain.
He's the ambassador for the World Cup next year.
Right, so it's like it's not, you're like we all have our opinions in the world, and we all have our ways of thinking, but it's also important to understand kind of what position you're in, and sometimes if you're in certain positions, you shouldn't just be running off at the mouth at just random things. I mean, this was an unnecessary conversation. This is probably not what you were promoting. It's probably not what it was about. And so now whatever it is you were intending to promote or do has been overshadowed by these random comments about nothing, really.
Yeah. All right. I would say we'd have more conversation about this, but it's running late. And Dex, you okay? You okay? We gotta move though.
It just has some different thoughts than what Ty said, but it's okay. I think we've run along.
I mean, go ahead.
I'll just say this. Like, we do say often that public figures should speak up on things, even if it's not what you're up there to talk about. Like, you should speak up on things that may be concerning to you, maybe something that, for whatever reason, we do say that often. And it seems as if if we don't like what they're speaking up against, we tell them that they shouldn't do that. And I don't necessarily align with that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, crazy.
Any retort from anyone?
Yeah, this is the result of long-term marijuana use. You don't know how to you lose brain cells.
And that's assuming you have brain cells to start with.
You're saying that he lost brain cells? I'm not doing this.
He effing up the money.
But what am I getting out of this commentary?
What benefits Snoop from saying this?
Nothing. Let's move on.
He didn't think before he talked.
Or he did.
You think he was going off the weed?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said, you think he was going off the weed?
No, I think this is how he really thinks. I think he was I think he was in the movies and he was genuinely thrown off by the concept, but I just don't find he was on the right platform to have his conversation.
Okay. All right. Let's move on because we have a lot more show to get to. Time for Q&A. Look, Bill is not that late.
Y'all
It's
don't.
time for you to grow up.
I got a question. I got a question.
Good evening, good folks at BroTalk Live and abroad. It is time for Q&A. It is a section of the show where
You're so sleepy.
Questions, and we do our level best, and I mean our level best, to answer.
I'm gonna start typing it out now, so you don't gotta wait. You don't want to waste no time.
Man, okay. So tonight's thing is cousins clout chasing. That's our topic tonight. Man, let me tell y'all what my little cousin just did. Kid's 15, obsessed with becoming internet famous. We had this big family reunion last weekend, and he shows up wearing these Facebook Live glasses. They look like regular shades, but they've got a first of all, the fact you call them Facebook Live glasses tells me everything I need to know about what's coming.
What state they from? What region they from? Southeast.
You know they're from South, like Pensacola. Okay, but they've got a camera in there. None of us thought twice about it. Oh, see.
You should have known.
Come to find out, he was live streaming the whole reunion. I'm talking everything. Uncle's getting drunk, aunties arguing over potato salad, grandma throwing shade left and right. And he wasn't just filming, he was narrating the play-by-play. And people were actually watching, like real strangers tuning in, laughing it up, dropping comments. Meanwhile, the whole family is clueless. Afterward, he pulls me aside, grinning from ear to ear, saying, "Don't tell nobody, this is my shot. I'm about to blow up." Like he just discovered Hollywood. Now I'm stuck in the middle. Do I tell my family before this thing gets out of hand? Or do I sit back and let him learn the hard way when auntie realizes she's internet famous for hollering about potato salad? What would you do? Snitch now or let him cook and deal with the fallout?
This is an excellent question.
This is a good question.
But can I just say real quick?
Go ahead, Dex. Go ahead.
I don't think you should really say anything. One, y'all didn't hear him narrating. What did you think he was talking to himself when he was just?
Yes, you think old people know when you have a camera in your glasses?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if a person is talking and having this thing, like, you know what narration sounds like. So if he's talking and y'all are doing all these things that y'all were doing, and he's looking at you and having a conversation, obviously not with you, he's talking to somebody, but he's not talking to none of y'all. That didn't click.
That's not how have you ever seen a live stream, Dex? It's literally like you're just literally living your life, and people are asking questions as they normally would. Like I was.
They said he is narrating. He is narrating what he's looking at. That's what
I think that meant. Like, you know, like he's watching stuff and being like, "Oh, look at Uncle Junebug, like he's tripping." Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't. Y'all
not
didn't,
in front of Uncle Junebug. Like he's off in the
distance. At the end of the day, I don't care. I think that if this is how y'all cut up and this is how y'all show out, and if he posted it on there, then he posted it on there. And if you don't like it being posted on there, have better behavior.
Oh, damn. Privacy means nothing. Okay. Any problems with the live stream of family reunions?
I guess there's an issue if you know, people don't know they're being recorded. Your family is kind of letting loose, I'm assuming.
Now, would you say something?
Would I say something to the family? Like, hey, family, let's gather around. So-and-so.
No, not say something, but like say, hey, y'all know Jamal was over here recording y'all doing the family reunion, and y'all up here on TikTok. And y'all
you'll be honest with you. If this video Jamal has was going to blow up, it would have blew up already.
Thank you.
Jamal's not going to become famous off this video, and nobody's going to watch your family because you probably are not as interesting as you think you are. However, I can understand you're upset with being filmed when you weren't expecting it. And I'm going to leave it.
Eric, you said thank you. What's going on with that? You don't think?
No, I totally agree with Ty. I think this probably happened a couple of days ago before he wrote the question. Nobody cares about your lame ass family. You're not going to get famous.
People was watching.
You know what I'm saying? Well, not that many. Obviously, not that many. It don't take that long to go viral, brother. So nobody was watching. Nobody was watching your lame ass family reunion with your fat ass aunt eating potato salad and Uncle Junebug and none of them. So You're gonna have to go back to work Monday morning, buddy. It ain't gonna work.
I think
Don't
overall,
quit
though, the conversation.
Don't quit your day job.
I think overall, though, the conversation becomes like, was he right to do it? Whether it goes viral or not, somebody saw it. So, like, even if it's not the whole world that saw it, like, somebody saw the family on there. So that is the part that the person wants to know if that should be addressed.
I think the video was like a little, probably a little more authentic than what you see on the internet these days, because everything is planned. Everyone knows what's happening. But this was kind of like a raw, authentic family moment, which probably was interesting, but you just really shouldn't do that, because you know your family might have certain jobs, be in certain positions, and you're kind of taking that off in order to be with your family. You're not prepared to be on the internet, and you probably shouldn't be if you're not.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
It's totally not going to work, because every family got a drunk ass uncle, a crackhead aunt, a fat ass relative to eat potato salad and all this other stuff.
Please,
it's not that fun. It's not that fun, man. It's not.
Jason, you are a sick individual. You need to know that. You are absolutely sick. And let me say this, and here's why I think it's a terrible question, okay? I'm going to go ahead and wrap. Here's why it's a terrible question. Because on the Meta glasses, when it's recording, there's a flashing light that allows you to know it's recording.
Well, Jason said they couldn't hear the boy talking, so they damn sure ain't hear the thing, the red light blinking.
In the sun, you know, if they be out in the bright sunlight, you can't see no light flash.
If you see somebody walking around with some glasses and flashing at the lens, what you gonna say?
It's not flash. You don't see it flashing though.
You do.
It's the middle of the day, Bill. You talking about like something that's happening like
I got the
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
When you are recording, there's a white flashing light. It's white and it's pulsating. It's going like this. Ying, ying. You see the light.
Maybe
he probably covered that with some.
Maybe he got a different brain.
Covered it with some electrical tape.
Yeah, something. Maybe he got a little cheaper brain, a Walmart brain.
I'm telling y'all, he got that electrical tape and put that little slice of tape over the top.
What I'm going to say, and I'll wrap this up with a little piece of wisdom. If you don't want to be recorded, you should make it known you don't want to be recorded.
At the beginning of every conversation you ever have?
No, not at the beginning of every conversation. I'm saying in regards to your nephew who is trying to be famous.
But she don't know that. She don't know what that light means. She just think his battery running low on his glasses.
I wouldn't know that you're doing this.
Wait a minute now. Because if y'all don't know that that's what the nephew want, then that means y'all not spending time with the nephew. We talking about the wrong stuff then.
Well, I mean, come.
You sneaky. That's how old people think. That's how old people think.
That is stupid.
No, it's not
manipulative. Ain't that manipulative?
That is stupid. I cannot believe you said that.
Because if you know what your nieces and nephews want to do with their life.
Well, yes, I do.
Okay, so then that's number one. But no. Asked and answered. Thank you so much. I'm asking questions. You're going to answer them. Okay. Yes. Permission to treat him like a hostile witness. Okay. Say it. You want to say it to the?
No. You go ahead, because I'm definitely not doing.
If you know what your nieces and nephews want to do, that means you spent time with them, you've spoken to them, and if you know that they want to be internet famous, you know that they're doing anything to be internet famous. And so you, as the adult, should be warning them against doing anything to be internet famous. And it seems as if nobody's warning baby Jamal to not do anything at the expense of the family to
Jamal's
get the where
he's 35 years old.
They said he's 15.
You think
okay, so we need to get it together. If this little boy is walking around, who bought him the Meta glasses? How he get them at 15 years old? Like, we're not. Somebody ain't telling the truth around here.
Maybe it's the uncle. Maybe it's the uncle who knows what he wants to do.
Next thinks he's a Cuban baseball player. He's lying about his age. You think he's 32? He said
nothing makes sense to me. Nothing makes sense to me. Nothing makes sense. I'm with Will now. Just
I think we should.
It don't make no sense.
Somebody given the conversation all we've got.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So tell the family, or tell a little boy to stop recording everything. Eric said go back to work. Everybody just go back to work.
Not my segment. All right, you ready to wrap this thing on up?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this thing on up. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, and you would like for us to do our level best to answer the questions of your life, do write us at www.brotalklive.com/questions. Jason?
So press record and let you feel me.
right. It's time for clips. This week in clips, the theme is gotta be trolling. Gotta be trolling. Y'all N-words gotta be trolling me. Okay, that's what that's about. Got it? Make sense? You're clear? Okay, that's kind of the theme of this episode. All right. So first up, we have let's start here. You can't park here.
Hey, you guys can't park there.
You know what that was? You know what that was? That's how Rudy Giuliani was when he put up on that debate.
I love a good
That was a good one.
They definitely. I've seen that.
Yeah.
But you've seen that. That's actually a trend, which is actually very unkind.
Like parking like that?
No, it's where you ride past a car accident and tell them they're
enrage them.
That's what that is.
Yo, that is a page out of my book. If you don't mind your goddamn business and move on.
And he said, "You can't park like this."
Yeah, you didn't see the accident.
Hey, you guys can't park there.
Wait, that's the one I don't need to do no more. This wins. I did not have an accident. That's crazy.
Number 2 is called Who Did This?
Okay, I'm outside the convention center in Fort Worth. Who did this? Fix it, Fort Worth. Fix it.
Smoking grass? Eating it.
Eating ass.
She's like, wait, what I think it's saying.
All right.
Next up, we have YN the Robot.
Wow, you're a rude spot.
Shut your bitch ass
I tell you what though, I bet you won't bring that robot to Philadelphia.
That's in New York City. So
yeah, bring it to Philadelphia. Remember they did that thing? It was like a traveling robot, and they were all around.
That.
And they came to Philadelphia and they beat it up.
Oh, they did the portal too. Remember the portal?
Philadelphia is the worst city in the country.
So that's YN the Robot. Last up, we have shrimp tips. This happens when someone tries to order a sort of narcotic and gets disappointed with what was in the bag.
Nigga got me, bro. Do this shit. Man, them some shrimp tips, man. Shrimp tips. I ain't even answered his phone, man. I called an Uber over there, bro. And he was just moving too fast, bro. I knew something was wrong.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We spent this last $20 on some shrimp on the tip on some shrimp.
I tell you what though,
on the shrimp tails.
If I did drugs, that would be my 13th reason why. That would be my 11th day doing the drugs, because ain't no way.
He said, I caught an Uber over there. He was just moving too fast.
How you?
Yeah, he bought a bag of shrimp tails, yeah.
Like you walked, you didn't open up that bag at all. You just
You didn't want to like smell it. I don't know, like or something. Get it, put eyes on it.
Nothing to verify.
He ain't crack the bag open. He ain't do nothing.
Did you feel the bag? It didn't fit.
Yeah.
And
He ain't smell it.
And also, was this at the family reunion? Because who recorded this and posted it?
Right after the family
Because
reunion.
they knew. He said, yo, this feel kind of weird. Yo. He said, yo, that's probably some shrimp tips. Yo, open it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, the frustration when he went like this.
Because, like they said, he spent his minutes on that.
Whoever did that to him, yo, he ate the shrimps, put the tails in the bag. He ain't even.
The crazy
He ain't
is, you went
He
to
ain't even save him no shrimp.
He just let you know where he stayed. He don't care that you know where he stayed. Like you went there.
You didn't buy that from that man's house.
Yeah,
It was on the corner.
an undisclosed location.
On their phone, the phone wasn't working no more. It's over for you.
It's a wrap.
Shrimp tips.
He blocked that number as soon as you took the shrimp tips out of his hand.
Oh God, yeah.
That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
sorry, this is a hard one. Which one wins?
Yeah, it's gotta be shrimp.
You can't park here. You can't park here was good.
You can't park here was the winner.
Yeah.
Or shrimp tips. You can't park here with shrimp tips.
I'm rolling with shrimp tips, bro.
Eric, you can't park here is a
I'm going with shrimp tips too. All right, so you got shrimp tips.
Is a person driving past a car accident and telling these people they cannot park there is insane.
I'm going with you can't park.
But that's happened before.
But what I'm saying to you, Dex, how is it saying that you catch an Uber to buy drugs and you come back home and you ended up with shrimp tails in a bag, bro? You can't even smoke it. It ain't even bad weed. You can't even. At least if it was bad weed, you could smoke it. You know what I mean? You can't even. Yo, he got shrimp tips. He got shrimp tips in a bag, bro.
Now you have to break it, and I'm actually not mad.
I think I'm gonna go with the. I'm still gonna go with you can't park here, only because that's like highest level trolling there possibly can be.
Yeah.
Like the moment you get in a car accident, you know how angry you are, but you outside, you looking at your car, you calling them all types of names, how dumb they are. Somebody rides by and goes, "Excuse me, sir, you can't park here."
It's funny.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, man, you spent your money to catch an Uber to go get high. You come back home, you can't even get high. You done spent money for the blunt.
And they did the reveal. The grand reveal of when you open a bag at home on the porch.
It's freezing right now.
Yo, you can't even get high, bro.
That in as an honorable mention. That's gonna be.
I'm not mad at that.
All right.
Me neither.
Shrimp tips was low key hilarious. All right, Darren said put them both through. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not mad at that. Eric is dying over there.
Dex, do you have a BS report or no?
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, so
wait, but I have an announcement. Next week, though, I have a really good Dexter Does It report that I'm really excited to tell you guys about next week.
All right, let's move the seats really quick. Sorry, Ty. Dex didn't want to work, Ty, so I guess you have to work.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for spending this time with us. As we bring our show to a close, we want to know if anyone on the panel has a seat. That's
I do. Oh, go ahead. Someone else want to go?
Oh, are you guys angry? Jesus.
Yes, I am. I have a quick one. I'll go real quick. There's been a lot of speculation about Cardi B and that she's pregnant by either her current boyfriend or her ex-husband, whatever. And then she just put a video out that seemingly she's not pregnant. At the end of the day, do not talk about pregnant people's bodies. Don't talk about pregnant women. If you feel like they're pregnant, just say that to yourself. Do not publicly put out this person is pregnant, that person is pregnant. Cardi B, if she were to be pregnant, would be on her 4th child. And women, when they have had babies already, their bodies show much sooner than they do before. So the woman could be a month pregnant, and you guys are throwing it out there saying that she's pregnant. And there is a reason that people do not tell you that they are pregnant before they are comfortable telling you that. So please stop commenting on women's bodies when you believe that they are pregnant. It is ignorant and it is very distasteful.
Thank you for that. Anyone else have a seat?
I do. So in the city of Philadelphia, they've got speed lights and traffic cameras all over the place. Huh?
They put one on Broad Street.
Yes,
they have to get revenue. What do you mean? They have to.
No, Jason. On Broad, you don't do that on Broad Street.
And they've done it on Broad Street.
Is that a no go?
That is a hell no go.
But furthermore, because I'm going to get to the seat. Furthermore, they're throwing up these speed humps and speed bumps all over the city. And so you tearing up your axle, struggling to drive. And here's where I have a problem.
What's the problem?
Nobody is tackling how these tow truck drivers are driving around the city. They are speeding with these little cameras on and these little lights like they the police, zipping through and mowing people down, and they drive at the back of your car like this here.
You know why?
It's addressing it.
They are, because those are wreck chasers. Like that's a really big in this city. Like
a wreck chaser. What does that mean?
A wreck
chaser. From wreck to wreck. They got them CB radios and they scanning police radios to find out where the car accidents are, and they are literally at the point of causing another accident, rushing to accidents. To not even be
also like not. They're usually not the people who are approved by your insurance, so you end up having all these fees, thinking that they're like
gaming the system is what you're saying.
If you even get your car back from them,
if you get your car back, exactly.
Some of them
are towing it to wherever they want to tow it to,
and taking them to chop
your
shop.
Responsibility
taking them all the way across the city. You got to figure out how to get there for $300 a day for storage, and then not working on your car, like a litany of things. We focused on the wrong stuff.
Like imagine you parked in a place you shouldn't be parked at, and somebody comes and grabs your car, and they'd be like, "Hey, like you just got to come here to pay us to get it out after you were in a car accident." Like that's what they're doing. It's crazy. And just to piggyback on the Broad Street thing, Broad Street is this type of street in Philadelphia where like it's okay to speed. If you speed down Broad Street, you probably got a good reason to speed down Broad Street. They're probably shooting at you, so you have a good reason to speed down Broad Street. And for them to put red light cameras in there, they are going to make a killing.
They got speed cameras next to red light cameras. And they changed the mile per hour on Broad Street to 25 miles.
Y'all gonna be creeping down. Like what y'all supposed to do with 25 miles an hour?
I'm telling you, don't creep down Broad Street. You get the hell out.
I got to get the hell out of Dodge.
Get up out of there.
Well, we had that scene we told you about. Peeling at Broad Street at some point.
We were right near Broad Street.
Trying to get out of there.
You don't stick around Broad Street.
You don't do 25 miles an hour on Broad Street.
You got to do 125 miles an hour. Otherwise, you're gonna be shooting your way out.
And Jason, they have the nerve to talk about our city, that death trap of the city.
Look at that.
Look, anytime, let me tell you this. Anytime
trap of the city they live in.
Anytime somebody from Philadelphia talks about your city, say what's up with Broad Street, and I guarantee we will shut up. We won't say another word to you.
Noted. My seat's going to go. So I was at Hurricane Harbor this weekend, showing off the abs. You know how I do. But you know, the people was like, and what I hate every time I go out, because y'all know I don't like public pools and none of that stuff. And like, you know, swim with others, like, you know, the public, because you don't know what condition those people come into the pool in. And I just don't trust it. And I don't trust humanity at this point because they've elected Donald Trump twice. So you're telling me something that I should not trust. I shouldn't trust you. So automatically, I don't like public pools. The amount of chlorine and bleach that they have to pour into these pools is outrageous.
Yes. I just said this. I literally just had this conversation, Jason.
But what pisses me off more than anything is when I go to either a public pool or I go to like Hurricane Harbor and Amusement Park or even the beach. And you know what I see? I see people taking that water and doing this with their hair. Why are you washing your hair in the pool water? Like, what is that?
Back a little bit. You get some feedback.
He's so mad. He's so mad.
I'm pissed. Y'all said I wasn't loud enough, so now I'm pissed.
What
is that? Like, why do y'all put that water through your head and make people think that you're washing your hair? I don't want your hair chemicals or dyes or dandruff or lice or any sort of other, head disease that you have going into bleach or not. I don't want to swim in that water. Stop doing that.
You would think that they wouldn't want to put that water in their hair, but they don't care.
It's like they literally do it like it's their first time feeling water. And I see it every time I go out. There's always one person that I see over there by the wave pool going like this. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting. So sorry, but yeah.
But I'm with you. I can't stand no public pool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Don't enjoy the public pools. I'm in public pools all the time, and I used to swim in creeks.
Well, that's okay. But I mean, hand, foot, and mouth is going around like crazy.
You have to suppress the anger that you have for it. It really is something. It really is something. All right. Sorry to go off like that, I was really upset.
I think our hearts and our minds are finally cleared for today.
Hey,
and
Eric, do you have a seat?
Sorry, sir.
Eric, you didn't see if he had a seat.
Oh, I mean, I didn't do nothing. I just cussed out my neighbor. That was it.
Okay, yeah. You know what, I should have just let you go.
Our hearts and our minds are clear for today, and so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Jason, please take us home.
What are you doing? Don't forget, tune us in. Oh my God.
Tune us in.
Sound it out.
Into us on our various platforms: YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, all at BroTalk Live, where we'll be posting clips from tonight's show. If you missed any portion of it, don't forget to follow us on X for all of your breaking news as well. And coming soon, Dex is going to have something special next week for Dex's Dexter Does It. There we go. That's what
Dex's BS for.
Dexter
Wait, what are we calling now? Dexter Does It. Dexter Does It.
Haven't done it in so long, you forgot what it's like.
Yes, Dexter Does It next week. Look, quick spoiler alert. I have been wanting to give some unsolicited parenting advice, and Dexter Does It next week. I'm going to take an opportunity to give you guys some unsolicited parenting advice. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you will see it next week. I'm super excited to view it to show it to you guys. And big shout out to everyone watching us on X. We genuinely appreciate you guys. Other platforms too, but specifically X.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, they do.
All right, for Ty, for Dex, for Eric, for Bill, this has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. My name is Jason. We will see you guys next week.